Oh, and guys, we're going to start this video off by breaking down what I think the new Pantera is going to sound like that reunion or that new tour, because this is the closest thing to what I think Pantera will sound like. This is the closest thing we've had to what the Pantera is going to sound like. We've had some videos in the past where you have Dimebag, you have Zakk Wylde on guitar and Rex on bass. And I'm sitting here editing, right? And when you hear that bass, because we've all heard the Domination bass. If you go on YouTube and look up Domination 1991 in Russia, when they hit that do-do-do, do-do-do, it's one of the most heaviest, violent things you've ever seen. This seems kind of flat, and the extreme energy level doesn't seem like it's there. I'm gonna say this, guys. Do I think this has a very good Pantera vibe? I definitely think Phil's doing a hell of a tremendous job on vocals. I think it's very reminiscent of what Dimebag and Vinny was doing. But I will notice that in this performance, the music doesn't have that Pantera groove. And what I mean by that is it doesn't have that soulful feel that Pantera was known for. There's a difference between playing somebody else's music and writing the music that you created, because no one's going to ever play it like you did. Yes, the energy level is there. Yes, the musicians are thrashing out and playing their ass off. The drums don't sound like Vinnie Paul, which he has a very tremendously good sound. And I think overall, everybody in this performance should have tried to sound as close to Pantera as humanly possible. Their sound, for me, had more of a digital kind of vibe. It didn't have that nostalgia feel when I heard this live performance. But again, if this is the closest thing we're going to get to a real Pantera, like with Zakk Wylde and Rex Brown, I think it's going to be close, similar, but not as good. But I think with Zakk and Rex, it's going to have a more of a realistic Pantera sound, because this had two guitar players, it had a bass player, and the bass player wasn't as thumping and bumping like Rex. When he goes da 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 da, it doesn't have that punch Rex had. Rex had this like distinguished, very powerful bottom low end bass like you never heard before. And Dimebag's, when he was doing the chugs, like da 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 da, every member of that band was hitting their instruments as hard as possible. And I'll say this, Vinnie Paul would beat the living out of his drums. But when I hear this, it's good. It gives me that Pantera vibe, but it just doesn't have that Pantera feel and that Pantera aggression, if that makes a lot of sense. I hope it does.